The data in the accompanying table are the annual number of deaths from floods in the U.S. for 21 randomly selected years from 1940 through 2017. Write a short report describing the distribution of the number of deaths for these years. Okay, and the short report is really just a sentence here, a couple sentences. Distribution of deaths from floods is, and just kind of take a look. Okay, we're describing the shape here, and we're describing how many modes we have and an extreme value. So let's look at our data. Hard to tell from the data when it's formatted this way, so let's go ahead and open it up in StatCrunch, and we'll create a visual for this. I went ahead and gave it a snappy title, flood deaths, and let's go ahead and make a graph. We'll do a quick histogram, select flood deaths, and then compute. You know, I may want to decrease the bin width here. It's at 100. Let's go ahead and go options and maybe make my bin width. Maybe let's make it 50 and see if that gives me better sense. Okay, it's a little. I feel a little better about that. I usually take the defaults and then I go back and make some adjustments as needed. So we have, this is kind of a skewed right distribution. So let's see if that's one of our choices. Skewed to the right. And there was just one mode, right? So we have one peak here. You know, if we had two distinctive modes, we came up and then we came back up, down, went back up, we would say it'd be bimodal. So we have unimodal, and the most extreme value is, so it's this value right here. I can, in StatCrunch, I can see that little crosshair. I can take it and left click and sort of select it. It'll select all the values that are contained in that bin. In this case, we just have one. It's 555. This wasn't a whole lot of data points. We could have kind of eyeballed that and found it, but I kind of like that feature in StatCrunch. If I wanted to find out all the values, and we can press clear to clear that out. If I wanted to find, for instance, all the values that are in this first bin from 0 to 50, I can just highlight that little part and it'll show those to me. More valuable when you have much more data with more columns as well. So what was that value again? 555. Okay, so I hope that helps.